Hi, welcome to Box on the Box Rock and Celluloid, a Box Brat for short. I always forget to say this at the end of these videos. If you enjoy what you see, please share and subscribe. Just tell a mate or whatever if you think it might be of interest to them, the stuff that I feature on my channel. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the TV series Ratched today, which I've just watched on Netflix. It's 8 parts, and it's basically a prequel to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or principally it just features the character of Nurse Ratched. So she was famously played by Louise Fletcher in the 1975 film, an Oscar-winning performance. So this is just really taking the character as a kind of jumping off point, really, for a different story to me. Like the way the character is in this, I never saw the Nurse Ratched character as particularly evil or anything in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. She was just stuck in her ways and believed in the institutionalised treatments she had in the asylum, and obviously when the Jack Nicholson character came in, they were at polar opposites of the spectrum. So I never particularly saw her strictly as a villainess, whereas, you know, you could say she's a little more villainous in this. Like I say, Sarah Paulson, great actress, recently starred in Mrs. America. She's been in the O.J. Simpson story as well. She's brilliant in that. Several series of American Horror Stories. She's won Emmys, she had Golden Globes. I think she's one of the great actresses working at the moment. And typically you'll find the best work on TV, which is where all the great roles are for actresses. And in this show, that's something that really stands out, is the quality of the roles for the actresses in it. You've got Sophie Okonedo, Judy Davis, who's the standout for me, really funny character, Amanda Plummer, and Sharon Stone, all having a field day, really good. So what's this show like looks wise? It looks stunning. So Ryan Murphy, who's produced American Horror Pose, you know, he's been in great stuff for years. Did Nip Tuck, if you remember that show, Glee, various others. This guy's, you know, pretty much got his finger on the pulse, and he's put together an amazing production. It's set in the media sort of post-war era, but it's kind of getting into the 50s. The colour design's amazing. All the outfits that Sarah Paulson wears and all the other female characters, they're all designed to perfectly complement the paintwork of a car or the interior of a room. The shot compositions are all beautifully framed, beautifully lit. The choice of furniture. I mean, this looks every inch. If I was looking for a comparison, if you've seen a film called Far From Heaven with Julianne Moore, or Carol with Cate Blanchett, same director, they're both set at the same time, and it's the look of those films, you know, the level of detail in this TV show is the same. The other thing is it uses music cues from the work of Bernard Herrmann and Hitchcock. So you get the music from Cape Fear used quite a bit, and Vertigo, I think. But principally Cape Fear, other people would know which cues are being used. So maybe people could point that out. There's also lighting design nods to Hitchcock, use of reds from the film Marnie, use of greens from the film Vertigo, if you know your Hitch. So it's good. Episodes are quite long, an hour. The series tailed off towards the end a bit. The reviews haven't been great for this, but it is good. It was a good watch. I mean, I enjoyed it. I watched it with my wife. We both enjoyed it. We got to the end of the first episode. Yeah, let's watch the next one. I think I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It maybe be a little less than that, but it looks so good. And like, although it tailed off like the last episode, I think they've done other series. There's enough there to kind of draw you in. It's pretty gory in places, as you know, if you've seen American Horror Story. It doesn't flinch on stuff. So you got to have a strong stomach. But you know, in summarising, it's, you know, it's strange what they're doing with the Nurse Ratched character. Like I say, I just kind of think it's sort of, you know, let's use this as a film character people know, but we'll just jump off in a different way and make a more of a psychological thriller horror type of show. So yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, it's only 8 parts, and if you like your, you know, TV that looks and sounds great with some great acting, then this may be up your street. Cheers.